Hello everybody, welcome back to another one of my videos. This is Aviation 04 and today I'm presenting the new 2019 Orlando International Airport, or MCO Airport. And this is for Gemini jets and Daron planes. So I just made this yesterday and on Monday, and I think it looks pretty cool, so I was pretty proud of how it turned out. I will get into depth a little bit later. But if anyone was wondering how to make one, it's really not that difficult. It may seem a little difficult, but it took some time, but I liked how it turned out, so I was pretty proud of that. So first of all, you're going to want to get a good board that's going to fit your area. So right here. I'm going to say it's a very thin board, but it's pretty sturdy. So, you're going to want to get a board that can fit it, the area that you're going to put it in, and also you want a sturdy board. Even though this looks thin, it's pretty sturdy, so, you want to make sure of that. Secondly, you're going to want to make sure you have all the colors that you're going to need. So this is a darker gray, and I used this for the taxiway and the runway, and then I used these whites for the runway, and then the yellow for the gates. And I did get red, however, I didn't use it. And then if you're wondering why I have such big spaces here, that's because I'm considering putting terminals here eventually. But yeah, I just made this yesterday, so I didn't really have time, and I wanted to get this video out as soon as I could because I was super excited. So here's a quick view of everything, if I can fit it. Yeah, so what I did first was I took this gray, the light gray, and I painted the entire airport. So under here, it's the gray, but I just painted the light gray all over, just for starters. That took about 2 to 3 hours to dry. I can't remember now. But it was exposed to cold air, so it slowed down the drying process. So, I did that, and then this took 2 days. I started on Monday, and Monday night, and that's when I did the gray area. And then Tuesday, pretty much all day, my day was kind of dedicated to this. I painted. So first what I did, I put down masking tape. So that's why it's kind of neat. Trust me, I didn't freestyle that. And for any of you who don't know, I'm a horrible artist. So actually, I was super proud how this turned out because I'm so bad at art. I'm really bad at drawing. I'm just a bad artist in general. But I guess I pulled through. I don't know. I don't even know how it turned out this well. But anyways, I put some masking tape down just along this line and the areas that I wanted it. So, first I painted this gray area, all the gray areas. Then I painted the green areas, and again, this took about an hour to dry, because it was in the cold air again. And then it was kind of light, so I went over it with another coat, and then I think I pulled the tape up too shortly, or I don't know what happened, but then the paint started to bleed through. Like the green paint, for example, was over here, and that was probably the worst setback that I had out of this whole project. But it wasn't too bad. I mean, I just covered it up with this. And it's pretty much more realistic like that. Anyways, so, and then once I did that, I pretty much waited. I brought it inside, where the air was warmer, so it dried faster. And then I think by 4 o'clock last night, I started painting these gates. So what I did was I took a pencil and I started here at this gate and I marked it, the center line. I used a ruler and then I can't see it anymore because I went over it at the end. But I put the pencil marking here, and then I did the same all the way around for every gate. And then I went over them in paint, let them dry for about an hour or so. I did the same all the way around. And then about an hour and a half later, I came back and I went over the coats. And then I took this base color, the gray color again, and then I painted it. There was an area like right here with a pencil. So I took the paint and I just covered it up. So it looks like there was nothing over there. So it wasn't too bad of a project, but I thought it turned out pretty well. And then a cool view is just looking right down at the runway. I'm not sure if I can straighten this out like that. Something like that. So you may see that in the model airport updates. And you may be wondering, why do I have really small gates? Because I have some of these planes, the Daron planes, that are pretty big. And you may be thinking, why isn't this a Daron gate? And my explanation for that is because Gemini Jet's gates, I'm trying to get rid of these planes, or I'm trying to replace them with these planes, the Gemini Jet's planes, the more detailed ones. So, for example, this gate's the Delta gate. So, right there. And then, let's say, we'll just do that. But, and also, I was trying to measure how Gemini Jet's planes would look like. So that's why the measurements aren't exact. But yeah, so that's kind of what it's going to look like. Then hopefully eventually I can get terminals. Yeah, but I thought it turned out pretty well. I hope you all think it turned out well, because this is pretty much what I'm going to have in every airport update from this point on for probably many years to come. It was fairly simple, and also, if you're wondering why the gates aren't perfect, or not perfect, but why, because Orlando has terminals back here, or that should be back there. I didn't have a big enough piece of board, or I didn't have a piece of wood, rather. So then what I did was I just made these gates, and then these are international gates, or they could be cargo gates, so I did that. And overall, this airport only cost me, I want to say $2, because I actually got this paint from the dollar store, the yellow, and, well, I guess, and the white. I guess it's $3, because I also got red paint that I didn't use. And then I already had these paints right here, so it was a fairly cheap project, and it was a fun project. Nothing really, my dad helped me with it, and we had fun making it, so I hope everyone likes it, because it did take quite a bit of time, but anyways, if you were wondering what those were too, those are hard stands, so I'm going to try to get a couple of Silver Airways planes, or if a plane needs maintenance, it'll go there. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. I think tomorrow I'm going to make the first airport update of this. And also, if you were wondering why I hadn't posted on the weekends, I was trying to think of a video that would not give this away, because this was a total surprise. I don't think anyone saw this actually coming. I actually, on Saturday night, or Friday night, I thought to myself, gee, this would be cool if I were to make a model airport. So I just decided to do that, and then I started on Monday, so I was as surprised as you guys were when it came to actually making this. But yeah, I had fun making this. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. I know it was kind of a lengthy video. We're almost at 11 minutes. Yeah, I apologize for that. Typically, I try to keep my videos under 10 minutes, but it was just exciting for me. I kind of wanted to explain the process. But yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope tomorrow you will stay tuned for the new airport update. I hope everyone, and goodbye.